oh boy, I can smell it. Mama's been making my favorite Christmas bread in the oven my friend Yoka sent me. I can't wait to have... What? Oh, for goodness sake, how did you get in there? And you ate up all my bread? Such a little fella, I don't know how you ate that all by yourself. Bear, why weren't you looking out for my bread? Oh no, you too? Oh my goodness, you both ate my bread? That was a special treat that Mama makes for me every Christmas. I would have shared it with you. But you and that little moose monkey ate all of my bread. I can't believe that. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, I'm still going to keep my promise to read you chapter 7 because... Or no, we're up to chapter 8 now. Oh, well, I'll keep my promise, but you have to help Mama make me a new batch of bread because I look forward to that Christmas bread every year and I will have it, Mr. Bear. Okay, where were we? Chapter 8, The Aviator Elf. You know what an aviator is? That's someone who flies. Yes, I'm an aviator when I'm in that sleigh. That's right. Okay, here we go. Acorn stood frozen in place as the giant bird flew down from the sky. Too terrified to move, he just stood there waiting for the end. Try to imagine, if you will, a gigantic bird flying at you with a wingspan 20 times longer than you are tall. For most of us, that might be over 100 feet. And this huge bird was flying right down on top of Acorn. In that moment, Acorn's life was flashing before his eyes. He remembered how he would play checkers with Gum and share dinner at the table with other elves. And let's not forget that pretty elf, Alyssa, that he'd never kissed because he'd been afraid he was too short for her. He wondered why he was thinking about Alyssa now. He decided that if he lived through all of this, he was going to kiss her, even if she was almost 8 times taller than him. But here and now, there was this terror of a bird swooping down on him, and he had to do something. At the last moment, he stepped to the side just as the bird came down. The bird hit the ground just inches away, flapping its wings furiously to stop its forward motion. A flurry of snowflakes blew up from the ground and settled on Acorn. Hey, yous! I think you is the one who called the bird? Acorn just stood staring at the bird, trying to remember how to breathe. Remember, he's just been scared out of his wits. Huh? Hey, you! I think you is the one who is called the bird? The bird repeated. Is you that one, I think? Yeah, he's the one, Snarky said as he was crawling out from under the bush. Don't you worry. You come all the way from Portugal or something? No, I is of Brazil. I was thinking I was just in Kamchatka making drop-off, the bird answered. What is making you think I'm from Portugal? Well, you just have a bit of an accent, Snarky replied. It's foolish. You think I have accident. I go now. The bird was starting to spread its giant wings. No, wait, I called you, Acorn cried, breaking out of his frozen trance. I have a nap for you. You don't think I has accident? The bird asked while turning his back on Snarky. I didn't say you had an accident. I said accent, Snarky fired back. I don't think I has no accent, too, the bird said in a huff while turning on Snarky. Acorn jumped back in front of the bird. Who cares? I don't think you have accidents or an accent. I need you to fly me somewhere. You have the nap? The bird asked. Yes, right here. Acorn was holding out the elf phone. The bird ducked his beak down and touched it to the elf phone, and the white glow flowed into it. Oh, I think that is so good. I was needing that. Not feels so grumpy now. The bird stretched his enormous wings. Where is you wanting to go? He needs to go to the gulag, Snarky answered. He's got someone in there we need to bust out. What? Both Acorn and the bird blurted out. The gulag, it's sort of like a jail, only a lot worse, the troll replied. I don't do bust out, the bird cried. I think you called the wrong bird. Sassy, who finally worked up enough nerve to crawl out from under the bush, started flitting around the large bird standing in front of Snarky.
Ooh, pretty bird, Mommy, can I have a pretty bird?
You never said anything about busting someone out of a gulag. Acorn was pretty angry. You never asked, Snarky said meekly. Besides, Magnolia is the only person besides Santa that can get you back to the sleigh that's not already at the North Pole.
Pretty bird.
Sassy continued to fly around the Ooh-bird, pestering him to no end.
Pretty bird.
Snap! In one quick gulp, the Ooh-bird had swallowed the fairy. What have you done? Snarky cried. That's my baby! Give her back! Acorn just stood there in shock as Snarky jumped up and started swinging off the giant bird's beak while screaming for him to return his baby fairy. The Ooh-bird seemed not to be bothered by any of this until his neck seemed to bulge suddenly from one side. His eyes looked like they were going to pop out of his head as this bulge disappeared from one side and then suddenly was on the other. The bird started to stagger back and forth while the troll, hanging from its beak, while the bulge after bulge would appear and then disappear rapidly. Holding his wings out for support, he began to move from side to side faster and faster. Snarky at this point was hanging on for dear life. The bird was now staggering around in circles with his head whipping back and forth. Suddenly the bird whipped his head quickly to one side and then three things happened at once. Snarky flew off into the bushes, the bird let out a loud and Sassy came flying out of his beak.
Naughty bird, naughty.
Sassy delivered a smack on the bird's beak with each naughty. The poor bird could only stand there taking this abuse while he was struggling to catch his breath.
Naughty. Can we do that again?
Sassy abruptly asked. Acorn, who'd been watching all of this, just started laughing. Ha ha ha! You look so funny! Staggering back and forth with your big old wings out! Ha ha ha! You should do that again. That was so funny. He was laughing so much now that he was rolling on the ground. Ha 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 ha! Oh yes, please do that again. The bird was looking pretty disgusted, and so was Snarky. Sassy was continuing to pest the bird.
Do it again!
Sassy was on his back now, tugging on his feathers. Get this crazy thing off me! The Ooh-bird finally managed to say after catching its breath. I think it's trying to kill me! Serves you right. Trying to eat my kids, she was, Snarky snarled back. Oh, I thought she was a bug! The Ooh-bird cried in its defense.
I'm not a bird, I'm a troll!
Sassy yelled as she continued pulling at the Ooh-bird's feathers. Acorn had picked himself up after having a good laugh and decided to try and get things back on track. Enough! We have things to do tonight, and they're not getting done. Snarky, try to get Sassy to leave the Ooh-bird alone. Ooh-bird, can you get me to the gulag? Sim, and that's yes for Portuguese. Gulag is not far, but it does not do breaking in. I can get us in, Snarky said. That part is easy. It's getting Magnolia out that will be the hard part. Sassy was still on the back of the Ooh-bird trying to get his attention.
Can we do it again? Please, can we do it again?
I am not trying to swallow you ever again, the bird stated. My insides will never be straight again. All right, Ooh-bird, or whatever your name is, how do we do this? Acorn asked. I is Albatross, but you can call me Al, the bird said proudly. You climbs onto my back and hangs on. You not ever take Ooh-birds before? He's led a sheltered life, Snarky replied as he hopped on Al's back. That looks easy, Acorn said as he tried to imitate Snarky. Oof! He cried as he slid right off the bird and landed on his bottom. Hey, what's the trick to this? Snarky let out a chuckle. You grab hold of a feather real quick or you're just going to slide right off again. Acorn shook his head. Now you tell me. He stood and gave another big jump, and this time managed to grab hold of a feather and hang on. Okay, put your seat backs and tray tables in the full upright and a locked position, the bird cried. What? Both Snarky and Acorn asked, just as the bird took off with a loud whoosh.
Hey, wait for me!
Sassy cried as she zipped off into the night sky after them. And that is the end of chapter 8. They're off to the gulag. You think they'll be able to find and rescue Magnolia? Well, we'll find out just as soon as you help Mama bake a new loaf of that bread for me. I was certainly looking forward to it, and there you and that moose monkey in the dish ate my bread. Oh, for goodness sake. You're on the naughty list right now, Bear. You're going to have to work double extra hard to get back on it. And you boys and girls out there, if any of you think you might be on the naughty list, you still have some time left before Christmas to do double extra good things and help out Mom and Dad and get back on the nice list, okay? All right then. Well, I have to get back to work in the shop, Bear. I'll see you later, and maybe we can get another chapter done, but only after I get my bread. Oh boy, I can't believe that. Oh my goodness.